Swanson had a full tuition scholarship to law school, but decided to drop out to start Love and Splendor, her own wedding and event planning business that now employs 3 people and has put on hundreds of weddings from Taipei to Napa. How'd she succeed in pursuing her creative dreams? Let's find out. Thanks for joining us today, Angel.
Thanks for having me.
So let's start by talking about this. Entrepreneurship is so much riskier than a path in law. How did you know that it was for you?
When I started out, I didn't know. I actually left law school before I had a plan to start a business. I left law school because I knew I wasn't passionate about it and I didn't want to spend any more time in something that I wasn't really excited about. And then it wasn't until about 2 months later that wedding planning fell into my lap. I got an opportunity for a friend of a friend, and it just snowballed from there. As I started actually doing it, I realized that I was good at it and I loved it, and it grew into something that I never could have imagined.
Well, it's kind of like you do something that you love and have fun with, and then it naturally leads you into something bigger and better.
That's exactly how it was for me. And it was one of those things where I never would have imagined myself as a wedding planner. And then now that I do it, I don't think I could have done anything else and had the same excitement about anything else.
Because now it makes so much sense.
It does. It does.
But there must have been doubts that you've had along the way. So who or what did you turn to push through those doubts?
You know, when I first started out, I was 22 years old, and I had no background in event planning, and I thought, like, what am I doing? You know, when I first got into it, after I got my first real client, someone I did not know before, had any sort of connection to. But I think that it was the clients themselves that were putting their trust in me. I realized they're hiring me for a reason, and also I feel very comfortable in this role. And I think that initial success gave me the confidence that I needed to continue in it, as well as support from my family and friends.
That's always important. And I know, I followed you on your blog and now Instagram for many years, and you actually have over 7,000 followers on Instagram. So what's the secret?
You know, I joke and say that it's my daughter that they're really looking at.
She is really cute.
Thank you.
But you're cute too.
Thank you. You know, I think that people are really excited about the events industry, even if people aren't engaged in getting married. And some of my friends and clients, after they get married, they're still interested in the wedding industry because a lot of people are just drawn to beauty and design. And so I think that they find things that are fun and an escape from the normal world in my feed. So pictures of events that I'm working on or designs in progress, I like to share there on Instagram.
Yeah, and I'm definitely the one to look and get inspired by all your posts.
Thank you.
So how do you think social media has helped young people start businesses?
It's been huge. I know for myself, it definitely has been something that has propelled my business, my blog for one, because social media has allowed entrepreneurs to connect with an audience in a much more personal way, and the wedding industry is personal. I tell people that as much as they're hiring me for my skill set and my experience, they really are looking for a person. They're looking for a friend and a confidant to guide them through the process. And so when people read my blog, they feel like they know me, and we go into our initial consultation and they'll say, like, how's Olive, my daughter, doing? And they know things about my life and my work that I feel like half of the work is already done for me in terms of the hiring process by way of my social media. So that's been a great way for me to connect with an audience and build excitement around the brand.
Yeah, and I know that you do post a lot about your family and personal life, so it sounds like it does help you stand out in a crowded niche.
I think so. You know, a lot of my friends in the industry, we have differing opinions on how personal to get.
How much, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
And you know what? I think that it depends on the size of your company and even the direction of your company or the specialty. Like if I was a florist or a rental company, perhaps I wouldn't put so much personal information out there. But as a planner, again, I think personality has a lot to do with it. And so I actually think that it has helped me attract an ideal clientele. Like the people that are contacting me are already sort of screened in a way through my social media, because if they're attracted to me after seeing all the things that they've learned about me through social media, it's usually the right fit. So for me, it's been a great thing.
And I think that's so important for others to know that when you actually do niche yourself, it can help you so much in business. And I think we're all afraid to actually specialize so much, but I've seen that working for you. So.
It's been good for me, and of course, as with anything, there's a balance. You know, I try to limit my posting once a day to make it really a well-curated feed, and also I'm not posting like 10 pictures of my daughter in a row, even though I would love to do that. I want to keep it focused and well-edited.
I know you've planned a lot of weddings in your career, and I want to know what has been the craziest wedding experience?
Probably the most crazy experience, not because it was stressful, but just the logistics involved, was a wedding that I did in Taipei, Taiwan in 2010. And that wedding was over 600 guests.
Wow.
And of course, I don't speak the language there. And so I did a lot more of the design and styling side for that client. And we had an actual company in Taiwan that handled a lot of the logistics. Because for me to take a team of 12 people to Taiwan to actually install and manage the entire event would have been pretty crazy. But it still was quite an adventure going there for the first time with suitcases packed full of decor and arriving there and trying to put everything together. But it was spectacular, very special event.
An international wedding planner.
It was a great experience, and I'd love to do more.
Oh, well, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your story and experiences.
Thanks for having me.
Check out more of her work and life on Instagram at Love and Splendor, one word. And if you're interested in getting started in the event planning space, Angel's hosting a workshop at the Ace Hotel in downtown Los Angeles, October 19th through the 21st. Find out more at loveandsplendor.com. I'm Brittany Castro of Next Generation Startups. See you next time.